Partout.
Good morning to you, Acadiana, and of course, I thank you for joining us. I'm Renee Allen. In the city of Scott, a homeowner had to be taken to the hospital after his home caught fire. According to Scott's fire chief, they received the call to respond to this around 2:30 this morning. Once they got there at the home in the 1100 block of Roper Drive, we're told the homeowner was already sitting outside. The chief explains he was transported. The chief says the gentleman was transported to a nearby hospital for smoke inhalation. The cause of the fire, of course, is under investigation. Then a child is dead and 2 Lafayette police officers in the hospital after a shooting yesterday morning. A woman and another child were also injured. News 10's Bailey Liebert was at the scene throughout the day yesterday. She has the update on this investigation and what happened.
Lafayette police initially responded to a fight at a home on South General Marshall Street just after 2 this morning. As officers spoke with the believed parties in the fight, a suspect opened fire. 2 officers were shot multiple times. At last check, both are listed in stable condition at a local hospital. 1 child was also pronounced dead, and 1 woman and child were critically injured. The Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office is now in charge of the investigation.
The suspect, who was a part of the altercation, decided to exchange gunfire with our officers. He struck 2 of our officers at that point in time.
Detective Ken Handy with Lafayette Police tells News 10 2 officers were struck multiple times by gunfire from the suspect. A 3rd officer rushed to their aid and returned fire on the suspect.
An additional officer who was responding to the scene observed the suspect do so and elected to exchange gunfire with that subject.
Police say after the suspect was subdued, they discovered more shooting victims.
It was later determined that there were 3 additional victims involved in this incident.
According to the Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office, a woman and 2 children were also shot. One of the children later died at the hospital. The neighborhood around the shooting is shocked at what happened. News 10's Renee Allen talked with one neighbor about how tragic this was.
It's just heartbreaking when we see this happen, no matter what neighborhood it is.
Yes, it is. It's very heartbreaking, and the guy, he's from the neighborhood. He used to hang out at the little store right there. And, it was 3 hours last night. It was terrible.
Lafayette police tell us the suspect was later taken into custody and is currently receiving medical treatment at a local hospital. When the suspect is medically cleared, they will be booked into the Lafayette Parish Jail. The Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office is in charge of the investigation. They're asking anyone with photos, videos, or information to contact their office. Bailey Liebert, KLFY, News 10.
Meanwhile, the Police Association of Lafayette made a statement about the shooting yesterday afternoon. They said officers were dispatched to a domestic disturbance and officers were met with an ambush when they entered that home. The Police Association says the heroic actions of the 3rd officer helped all victims get to safety. They added, and I quote, "While these acts of valor and heroism may not always be made public, they are common occurrences within our department. Every day, the women and men of the Lafayette Police Department display honor and courage in their pursuit to serve and protect the citizens of Lafayette. Moreover, our officers keep true their oaths and will continue to stand the line for this community." A Lafayette Parish Councilman is also speaking out about the deadly shooting that happened yesterday. Councilman A.B. Rubin says, though the victims of the shooting were not his family members, it's still a heartbreaking situation for the community and is something that should not be taken lightly.
First word I got about this, it was heart-wrenching. I didn't even know the family, but they are family. And we've lost someone in our community, and that's not a good thing.
Yes, Rubin says he hopes this tragedy brings awareness to something big in the community that needs to be paid attention to. So, funeral arrangements have been set for Ville Platte Deputy Marshal Barry Giglio. Take a look at this very quickly. Visitation will be held Wednesday, August 9th at Our Lady of Perpetual Help Catholic Church in Belle Chase from 9 until funeral mass. That's at noon. for flowers. The family is asking for people to make donations in Barry's name to the National Fallen Officer Foundation. You can find out how to make those donations on our website. We have some information there for you at klfy.com. Let's go to St. Mary Parish, where 2 people are dead after a house fire. It happened just after 8 a.m. yesterday in Bayou Vista. Multiple fire departments responded to this. An injured person outside the home was taken to hospital by AirMed. When the fire was extinguished, and 2 people were found dead inside that home. Detectives with the St. Mary Parish Sheriff's Office, as well as state fire marshals, are investigating. In Iberia Parish, one charity is making its mark on families with incarcerated loved ones. The charity New Chapter Push has decided to give the families of 30 men and women Iberia Parish Jail inmates Friday school supplies for the upcoming school year. The packages included loose leaf paper, binders, folders, and other necessary items for school they needed. Reverend Wilford Johnson explains how this is only a part of what his charity has been doing for some years now.
We work directly with reentry programs, not only in the parish jail, but we also work with those in DOC. We service Angola, Hunt, and we're trying to get in the LCIW as we speak. So basically, those that work in the program, a great percentage of them are formerly incarcerated individuals who have given their service to this cause.
So Reverend Johnson says there will be more school supply giveaways coming in the future. Plantation Park and Collie Saloon is being renamed in Corporal Michael Paul Middlebrook's honor after he was killed. That was back in 2017 while responding to a shooting at a convenience store. As News 10's Kai Price tells us, it was a special moment that day for those who loved him.
Dedication was a time of remembrance for the family and friends of Corporal Middlebrook as they celebrated his life and his legacy.
He really resembles the values of the Lafayette Police Department, putting the needs of the community above their own. And no one can argue that he didn't give the ultimate sacrifice. I mean, he gave his life for the community of Lafayette.
Hillary says Corporal Middlebrook was a role model to all and will be remembered for the legacy he left behind.
This is just a day of remembrance and honor to the legacy of Corporal Middlebrook. He is an example for all of us to follow, and I believe that his legacy will live on not only through this park, but through all the measures that we've taken to remember him.
Middlebrook's wife, Adrienne Middlebrook, says her husband will be remembered for being good-hearted and supporting others.
Legacy of helping others, just being kind and just, and loving.
Middlebrook praises the community for continuing to honor her husband.
We are so happy that the community and LCG and the police department still continues to honor my husband.
Adrienne Middlebrook says she hopes people will have a wonderful time at the park and continue to carry on her husband's legacy. In Lafayette, Kai Price, KLFY, News 10.
And speaking of parks,